How are everyone? Chris here at All Leeds TV. And let me just do a few mic checks. Yeah, seems to be working fine. Please, before we get into another one of these, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Get your comments in below as to what you think is going on right now at this football club. What are you questioning at the football club around the team? Is it the manager, the players, a mixture of both? The tactics, whatever it may be. Get your comments in. Let me know while we get into this. So it finished 1-0 West Brom at the Hawthorns. Deserved win for West Brom. Let's get this one out of the way first. So, I can't be accused of just being white tinted glasses. West Brom again under Carlos. Game plan, solid game plan. Played to the game plan really well. Got the goal, ball pinged off a defender. It's actually a good finish. He throws his leg out I know it comes off like his shin or his knee, but it's actually real good sort of anticipation of the rebound. Ball nestles in the back of the net. So fair play to West Brom for getting that done. The result brings them to within 3 points of us. And we're only going one way at the minute, and that is down the table. For those that maybe weren't Leeds fans before the Premier League years, or for those of us that have been around far longer, we're starting to get a reminder of why the Championship is the Championship and why it took us so long to get out of last time around, because it's just a savage league, isn't it? But yeah, fair play to West Brom and Carlos Corberán for their win tonight. Second, before I get on to Leeds United, it has to be said, no matter how poor we were tonight, and we'll get into that, the standard of the refereeing, again, but particularly tonight, definitely one, maybe two penalties. The Rutter one, I try and look at it the other way around, if it was down the other end. For me, it's borderline a penalty on Rutter, but the second one on Nonto is as clear a day a penalty. The defender just pulls him over, and it showed the ref's view of it. He's got a clear line of sight into it. You can see his arm wrapped around him. You can see him pull him round. It's a penalty. It's a penalty all day long. Furlong, never got booked. I don't know how he ever never got booked. For me, the one on, I think it's Gio Rutter, he's going in, Rutter's watching the ball coming down for a header. Furlong runs at him, looking at him, doesn't look at the ball, and then leads with his forearm into Rutter's head. Now, how is that not even a bookable offence, but a keeper pushing a player in the face is a red card? Now, I agree Melié's is a red card from the other day. It is a red card. Letter of the law, red card. But how is that less dangerous than that? Someone answer me the question, because I don't know. I don't know. But, regardless of the referees' absolute appalling non-league levels, in fact, I'm probably sure there's better refs down there. Apart from that, listen, we could have played another 90 minutes and not scored tonight. We really could. It's shocking. And I have to question the attitude of these players. Number one, not the only thing I'll question, the attitude of these players, because I saw no fight out there again tonight. Very similar to Preston. No fight, no vigor. No one gripping them. Where are the rollickins in this team? Where's someone getting someone by the scruff of the neck and saying, do better, do better? It's just poor. It looks weak. We can play the big teams. Great. That's not going to get you promoted, because, there's only, 3, 4. And I say big teams. That's probably unfair to West Brom, who are only 3 points behind us. What I'm talking there is Leicester and Ipswich. And therefore, I'm discrediting Southampton, who, for me, are probably the most likely at the minute to go up in second place behind Leicester. Ipswich, I don't think, haven't won in 4 games now. We couldn't win a racehorse with one horse in it, we'd collapse before the finish line at the minute. And Southampton just march on. So I've got to say, I think Southampton are probably favourites to finish second right now. We'll be lucky at this rate to remain in the playoffs the way we're playing at the minute. It's poor. And, you know, I question the attitude of the players, but I also question the tactics of the manager. It feels to me like he's got two plans. The first plan is plan A, that works when we play against teams who come raring out at us and leave us loads of space in behind, a la Ipswich. And his second plan is, I'm just going to balls to it. I'm just going to throw the kitchen sink at it. Now we're losing. Sends on 53 attackers. Everyone's tripping over each other. Bamford's wandering around an offside position. I've actually got no idea at the minute what Joel Peru offers us in this position, just ambling around the midfield because he's weak. He won't put his foot in. He gets barged off the ball all the time. Won't challenge for a header. Just weak. We've got Chris Somerville borderline trying to do too much now, and Gio Rutter, because there's just nothing around them to help them out. So it almost looks like they feel like they've got to do everything on their own. You know, I don't understand what Gruev's bringing to the party. Hit a couple of nice long balls tonight, but that was more West Brom trying to step out on us and just catching them in behind. But outside of that, I'm not sure what he offers. Looks weak again, not willing to put his foot in hard, make a tackle. I thought we really missed Kamara in there tonight. Really missed Pascal, although I don't remember Cooper doing too much that stood out as wrong. We lose Pascal's mobility and ability to come out from the back and create that extra man in midfield. I don't know what the changes were about. I don't know the thing around bringing Byram and Jed Spence off. It went to hell in a handbasket after those changes. It's just poor. And I do question the manager now. I do. Because it feels to me like, you know, it's plan A or no plan B. And you know me, those that have been around this channel for a while, I've questioned better managers than him on the we need a plan B. Why haven't you got a plan B? So in terms of being consistent, I want to be consistent. I've got to question him. There's no plan B apart from throw everyone at it. You know, Bamford just ambles around in an offside position, then throws his arms around every time something doesn't go for him. Doesn't chase the ball down. There was one a ball went over, and yeah, keeper's favourite to win it, but put some pressure on him. Put some pressure on him. You know, Carl Darlow looked absolutely petrified of coming off his line for any balls that are coming along the floor, but comes out flapping at crosses and getting nowhere near most of them, instantly causing danger, one of which obviously Jed Spence cleared off the line in the first half. West Brom 100% deserve that win tonight. 100% deserve that win tonight. And all credit to them and the job that Carlos is doing down there as well. You've got to give credit where it's due. But for us, I'm deeply concerned now. Deeply concerned. Because, you know, we go out and batter Ipswich, well done. Battering a team doesn't win you promotion. You've got to be consistent in this league. You've got to go away from home. You've got to roll your sleeves up and you've got to get stuck in. And as I said again, after the Preston game, you've got to earn the right to play your football. And once again tonight, we didn't earn the right. First 10 minutes, I thought we were pretty good. You know, creating chances. I think Peru should be more clinical. He had a chance, sort of half scuffed it into their defender. Byram obviously put it in the back of the net, but he's clearly offside. But outside of the first 10, 15 minutes, I thought we were dreadful. The pace dropped. And as soon as the pace drops, we look clueless. Absolutely clueless. And we are screaming out for a proper number 10. Don't get me wrong, it's not the only position we're screaming out for, but we are screaming out for a proper number 10. It's just frustrating because, you know, we're all sat in the WhatsApp group from all these TV chatting and, you know, none of us are football managers. But to me, a lot of the problems are glaring us right in the face. Tempo's a big one. No plan B's a big one. You know, it's just, Ah, God. I hate this football club. Because every time we get ourselves up and we're like, yes, here we go. It's just a, got you. Here's a kick in the spuds to treat yourself with. And it's just monotonous and boring. We're devoid of ideas away from home. We're devoid of ideas against teams who, I'm not going to call it a low block because that's disingenuous to West Brom. They were compact, solid, had a good shape, and we allow their best player in Jed Wallace the freedom of the Hawthorns to do his thing. How many times he had acres of space. I think it's lazy from Somerville for their goal. Byram's come inside. Somerville's got to track him out wide, but he doesn't. He stands still. And, but again, Byram or Cooper there have got to be absolutely screaming at Somerville, track the man. But no. Wallace is in acres of space, cuts the ball back. Obviously, they get the ricochet from the block and then put the ball in the back of the net. But like I said earlier, we could have played another 90 minutes there and not scored a goal. And I have to put it down to when it's on the pitch, I question, like I said, I've questioned the manager tactics, all the rest of it. Subs, no plan B. But on the pitch, it's not even bad. There's no attitude. It's not even a bad attitude. There's no attitude. I want to see attitude from players. I want to see players getting pissed off if it's not going right, getting annoyed, dishing out the odd rollick into the teammate. Just nothing. It's just wet. It's just weak. Step up. And you know what? As a side note, let's throw that stupid fruit salad kit in the bin. Name me a time we've played well in it. Throw it in the bleeding bin. I'm not one for, superstitions generally, but throw that thing in the bloody bin. So, yeah, another successful night watching and supporting Leeds United. Good stuff, huh? So, yeah, I'd be really interested to hear what sort of everyone else thinks on tonight's performance and generally where this season is heading, because at this rate, for me, top two will be Leicester, Southampton, and we finishing in around where we are now, 4th or 5th. Saying it as I see it. And I know we've got slightly under half a season to go. A long, long way to go yet. So I'm not writing anything off. But the way I see it right now, this team hasn't got the stones to challenge for the top two. And, I hope, I don't know if players watch YouTube or anything else, who knows, but I hope they do watch this, because I'm not questioning your ability. I'm not questioning anything. I'm questioning your mentality. And as a Leeds supporter, and as someone who's thrown thousands of pounds into the club over the years, before I, pretty much gave up going, I got to go to the game. Now I've got other things to do. People can call me an armchair supporter all they want. I did my time going home and away with this club. But I've got other priorities now. So I'm questioning your mentality, and I've got every right to do that as a fan who's pumped thousands of my own pounds into the football club over the years. And I'm questioning the mentality of these players now. So, and the manager, half a season, I don't like questioning a manager after half a season. And there's been a lot of good about this season, but it feels to me like teams and there's a lot of teams in this league who will play in a solid 4-4-2 or 4-4-1-1, whatever it may be, 4-3-3. They'll sit in a solid, which 4-3-3, which turns into a 4-5-1 really in defensive mode, and say break us down. And we can't break them down. We've got no idea how to break them down. We looked absolutely devoid of any idea tonight. Not helped by an atrocious referee, agreed. But like I say, West Brom deserved the win regardless. And just pathetic. So let me know in the comments, guys and girls, what you think. Be really interested to get your thoughts on, like I say, not just tonight, but where you think this season's heading for us. Please hit that like button, and please, I'm asking those that aren't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. We're very close to 30k now, which is great. You know, I don't necessarily want to always come on here after watching something like that, but I do it because, you know, it's a bit of therapy for me, and I hope it's a bit of therapy for you guys as well. Somewhere in the comments to have your rants and all the rest of it. And, you know, I do look at the comments from time to time, and, you know, it's good to see people's other, you know, differing points of view, because we all run differently, right? Some are emotional and sort of reactive with that emotion, and I include myself in that group. Others tend to be a bit more pragmatic. So it'll be interesting to get, you know, that difference of opinions without anyone throwing abuse, because it's boring. You know, if you're big enough to mouth off in the comments, I'm happy to invite you into a stream and we can have a chat about it face to face. If not, you know, have your opinions, say what you think's right and what's wrong about what I'm saying, but keep your attacks down there. It's pretty boring and it's weak online. So yeah, that's probably a bit of an unnecessary rant, to be honest, but I'm absolutely throbbed out with this lot at the minute. Not you lot, this team. Just throbbed out with it. So yeah, apart from that, I will wish everyone a happy new year. You know, there is more to life than football, gang. There is. So please make sure you enjoy the new year with your loved ones, friends, family, etc. Again, similar to Christmas, if there's people at New Year but that isn't a great time for you, please, you know, stick with us. Please talk to someone. All the rest of it. I've been there. I've absolutely been there over the Christmas New Year period years ago. I was rock bottom. So I know how it feels, you know, this time of year isn't for everyone. So please, chins up, and please talk if you are struggling. I'm going to leave it there, gang. I've nothing else to say of any note that will add any positivity into this situation tonight. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you all soon. Cheers. Bye.